everyone and welcome to another vlog. My name is Neko and I'm sharing my 3-week Japan trip here on YouTube. Today is day 8 of our journey and we are on the way to Kumamoto. For this day, the former plan was to go to Mount Aso and do a helicopter flight over a volcano crater, but the travel would be a total of 6 hours and all of our days were filled with so many plans, so we decided to go for a more chill day instead. I found this Attack on Titan drink in a konbini and of course I had to buy it, even though I usually only drink water. But I just loved the packaging of it so much, so I could not resist. The drink also tasted good and it was some kind of tea, but I think I gave the rest to Kevin on that day. And I also found my favorite onigiri again, the omurice one. God, it's so delicious. I wish I had this now. It was also my last Japanese snack before we left Japan, so you can imagine how much I love it. You only have to drive 1 hour with the Shinkansen to reach Kumamoto from Hakata, so it was a very nice half-day trip for us. And the cute thing about the city is that you can find Kumamon everywhere. It's this mascot and the city is using it since 2010. Japan often gives cities famous mascots so that more tourists visit those spots, which is such a cute idea. It definitely was one of the reasons why I wanted to come here. I will reveal the other two in this video. After taking the tram from the main station, we arrived close to the city's castle. I just found out that you can visit the city hall and floor 14 is open to the public, so if you want a nice view of the castle, make sure to go there. The area surrounding the castle was already impressive, so impressive that Kevin was able to do magic tricks. But yeah, jokes aside, this is the map of the place and the castle was destroyed by a really terrible earthquake in 2016. After that, a lot of restoration work had to be done, rebuilding the castle stone by stone. We did not enter the castle on that day. I can't even tell you why. I think we were just really tired on that day. Since I want to revisit Kyushu one day, it is okay. We will go there next time. One of the reasons why I wanted to come is the Sakura shopping district, and it's filled with food and shopping areas, and it looked like a small traditional Japanese city, and I love those kind of areas. As it was still quite early, even though we slept a little longer today, it was not crowded at all. We really enjoyed strolling through the shops, and I also remember that I was really sleepy on that day, as the weather was not that great either. I apologize for the slow vlog, but I think it's good to be realistic and show that sometimes you also have like tired days while traveling. And I love that they had so many things related to Kumamon here, no matter if it was snacks, sake, or even those super cute Kuma buns. And of course I had to try them, because I can never say no to cute food, even though it breaks my heart when I have to eat it. But usually they taste very good, and this one was very delicious as well. This one was filled with ground beef, and even though I look sad, it tasted really good. Don't trust me. I wish we had cute food like that in Germany as well. On the other side, I would be broke after like a month, so it's okay. You could also try out things in the different stores. So Kevin tried a lemon drink and he really liked it. I'm not a fan of sour things though. And he also got an ice cream. Then I spotted those Kumamon Ningyuyaki. I hope I pronounced it right. It's a sweet that has different fillings again, and it's in the form of a body and the face of a doll. And in this case, it was a Kumamon one instead of a doll. I think dolls are scary, so I'm happy about that. They were also only 300 yen, which is a very fair price. And Kevin chose one with chestnut flavor and he really liked it. And I always think Kevin looks a little bit like a bear, so it kind of looks like he's eating his baby, which is scary. But he said it tasted delicious, so slowly the crowds were arriving and I got myself a matcha latte on the day because I hoped that it would wake me up. Also, I was even considering if I should post something about this day because I look so tired, I don't have any makeup on. But as I said, I want to be realistic, so I still posted it and maybe it helped someone with their Kumamoto trip. We took the tram to our next destination. It was not that close, but both of us wanted to see it, so we did it. In this place, far off from the city center, they have a statue of Luffy from One Piece. Are you wondering why? Oda Eiichiro, the mangaka of One Piece, comes from Kumamoto. After the terrible earthquake, he wanted to help out his hometown and the whole prefecture, and he donated a lot of money. The prefecture wanted to say thank you for this, so they placed different One Piece characters all over this place. It also helps with tourism, I guess, because if you want to see all of them, you get a pretty good impression of the whole prefecture because they are all in different places. And as it started to rain, we headed back to the train station, but our train wasn't there yet, so we spent some time at the mall near the station. It was so modern, and again, you could find traces of One Piece everywhere. We visited a few stores and I found those cute Pokemon nameplates. They even gave you some help with the sign, so it was easy to create your own. I didn't know for what I would need it, so I didn't get one. It was shortly after Halloween, so many stores had JJK collabs going on. Also, I was so excited because I found a Pronto cafe that had the Pokemon collab. I was searching for this since the moment we arrived. I got this drink and it was so delicious. It had some sweet potato pieces on there and also some jelly, and I really loved how good it tasted. Our train arrived, so it was time to leave Kumamoto. We did it as a half-day trip because we had really important things to do in the hotel. More about that later. But before we went there, we headed to another mall. This time it was the one at Hakata Station. The stores had some gremlin items which were cute, and Lush offered some adorable bath bombs as well. But our goal was, surprise surprise, the Pokemon Center. I actually really liked this one. It was modern, not too small, and they had some really nice choices here. I almost bought this, but then in the end I didn't, and now I kind of regret it. I should have gotten it. I found this super cute sleeping Eevee that was kind of sold out in all of the other Pokemon centers I've been to. It was one of my favorite things that I bought on this trip. And a new fluffy collection had dropped as well, but I didn't get anything as I don't really like the very fluffy plushies. They are cute, but I kind of don't like how they feel, if that makes sense. I didn't film what happened after our visit at the Pokemon Center, but we had to go to the hotel to do something very, very important and fun, which was doing our laundry. This time is a very realistic travel vlog. It took like 2 hours, which made me lose my patience. But it is what it is, and after the time, we finally left the hotel to go to the Ichiran Ramen flagship store. This is my 3rd Japan travel, and I've never been to Ichiran Ramen before. And before TikTok, I didn't know it was such a big hype. As in many restaurants in Japan, you order on a screen in the beginning, and after you paid, the staff brings you to your seat. And that's all of the human interaction that you have. Because after that, you fill out this form with your ramen choices, and the staff takes it, but you don't see any faces during that whole process. And I thought I would like this, but it felt really weird. I hate phone calls because you can't see someone's expression while doing it, so it kind of gave me the same vibe, I guess. Also make sure to come early because when we left there was such a long queue. I filled out this form with how I wanted my ramen and I was so excited to try it. When you are done, someone comes and picks up the form and then you have to wait. And you also get a possibility to get water at your seat so you don't have to talk with anyone again. Everyone has their own booth, so you can also not see what your neighbor is doing, which has a nice feeling of privacy at least, which I really like because I hate when people are watching me do things. Oh, and if you still want to communicate with the staff, you can use those wooden tags and show them, and I really need this one for my neighbors. I wonder what they are doing when you show this one. My hair is such a mess here, but after waiting for like 10 minutes, we finally got our ramen! And they also let down the bamboo mat so you couldn't see into the like backstage area anymore. The ramen was so delicious, the broth was so rich and I loved it so much. I don't eat ramen that much, so don't trust me too much on this, but I think it is worth the hype. Ramen is delicious, but it's always just too much for me, so I usually kind of skip it. But on my next trip to Japan, I want to eat more ramen. This is the building, by the way. It looks so cool with all of the lanterns and it has so many stories. After this, we took a walk through Fukuoka because even though it was the city we started most of our journeys from, we didn't really have the time to explore it yet. But I loved all of the winter decoration and they did such a good job with it. I don't know what happened with us afterwards. We just had ramen, but we decided to go to Kura Sushi, which is a conveyor belt sushi chain. The funny thing about it is that it offers a gacha system, so after I think like 5 sushi orders, play a little mini game, and if you're lucky, you could get something from the Jujutsu Kaisen collab. It was hell because you wanted to order more and more just to win something. We're so unlucky we didn't get anything from the screen in the store, and also we didn't get anything from the mobile order system. The table next to us won some JJK washi tape, so at least you can win something, and it's not just a scam. The sushi was mid, so I would not recommend going there. I'd rather prefer Sushiro if you look for cheaper sushi. It was so frustrating and funny at the same time. But yeah, that was our more chill day in Kumamoto and Fukuoka. If you enjoyed the vlog, please consider subbing, liking or leaving a comment. I would appreciate this so much.